Look, where does it come from? Where do we go to? You and I may never know. But me, I stay skeptical, lounging on my pedestal, wearing a price, staring at life through my spectacles. Ran into Jesus the other day, that's what he told me. Smelling of booze, eating bologna, he was lonely. I slapped hands with him, pressed play on the Sony. Then I moved to his homie who sold me a phony rollie. As I witnessed rock bottom written on cardboard, recited by the man on the corner strumming guitar chords. And the song that he sings is so spiritual, a hymn of sin that way too many know the lyrics to. Pat myself on the back for giving him change, threw it into the case in which his instrument lays. Like a couple of dollars from the bottoms of my pockets is a contribution to a solution, enough to stop it all. We rise and we fall and try to hone wisdom, but tell that to the people who carry their homes with them, using the morning light to read about the war we fight in the same paper they use to keep them warm at night. The naked eye seems to bring the best view, cause they're quick to tell me God bless you. But me, I stay skeptical, lounging on my pedestal, staring at life through my spectacles. Another episode, another stepping stone, while I'm stressing over an unacceptable dressing code. Water and electrical on my fruit and vegetables, angry as they move over the decimals of Texaco. Yo, it's Mr. Amateur Professional, I got a habit of grabbing tighter as I have less control, instead of letting go. Heavens know I turn a bit more purple in the face with every breath I hold. Through these lenses I could see the fences, reminiscent of the ones in between my friendships. Come to the entrance of residential trenches, something like a Motel 6 of park benches. Defenseless in the land of the pretentious, senseless expenses and Mercedes Benzes. And as I walk, my thoughts proceed to travel until they're interrupted when confronted by a man who looked an utter mess. Spoke with a subtle breath, instincts telling me to back up a couple steps, but the look in his eyes was one of peace as he smiled in the place he resides within the streets. He said, "Pardon me, brethren, but can you spare a dime? Cause it don't pay much to panhandle and carry signs, and most of these good people don't have a care in mind when they see me on the streets as I'm standing there in line. I got dibs on some hand-me-down clothes and a home-cooked meal that doesn't come with a home. 2 times a year I'm giving holiday cheer and a lunch tray when all I really want is a beer. I'm getting old and I no longer got the heart to continue pushing my life in the shopping cart, and I got to start finding better places to stay, cause these rags chase away the friendly faces. I know what I am and I have come to grips with the fact that my chance passed by me and I missed it. But if I could just get a prayer and a blessing so I won't have to look the way I do through your spectacles. I stood there silently, just trying to get a grasp on emotions inside of me. I wanted to throw my fancy threads on the ground. All of a sudden my diamond studs weighed 100 pounds. I felt guilty, and he hadn't bathed for days, but strangely I'm the one that's filthy. I reached in my pocket for my wallet filled with nothing smaller than $100 bill. He might buy drugs and he might buy liquor just to make his internal clock spin quicker, but who am I to judge? He can do what he wants to. If I slept on the street I'd want to be drunk too. Maybe this was the angel in disguise that my mother used to talk about when I was a little guy. Maybe he had some children of his own, now grown, and a family that left him all alone. But either way I parted and made my way back to the shelter of a happy home where I stayed. The next day, on the other side of bedtime, reading the newspaper I saw the headline: a homeless man killed in a busy intersection, ran over and the only thing in his possession was $100 bill he was gonna use to buy spectacles to return the sight to his useless eyes. But on the way there was an accident and that was it, game over, God rest his soul. I sat there skeptical, lounging on my pedestal, staring at the tears on my spectacles. I read between the lines of this freedom time. I read between the lines of this freedom time.